presidential race. An elder statesman and chieftain of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Professor Jerry Garner, had confirmed that Jonathan would contest the 2027 presidency on the platform of the PDP. Reacting, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, the spokesperson to President Bola Tinubu, said it was now left for the court to decide if someone like Jonathan, who was sworn in twice as president, satisfied the constitutional requirements and is eligible to contest the presidency again. The presidency is
business. You have clearly said that the PDP is discredited. So why are you jittering? Jonathan wants to contest. How is that your problem? Telling him that the court will decide. Again, how is that your problem? He has the right to contest. If the court says otherwise, okay. But reminding him that the court will decide his fate, it's a subtle threat as far as I'm concerned. Telling Jonathan that when we meet in court, you will know whether you will contest or not. That's the way I viewed what Onanuga said. That's a threat.
Well,
saying you cannot survive the court. That's just what I got from his message. And this has brought to fore the same question Nigerians have been talking about: the executive interfering in the activities of the judiciary. Because why will you be bragging and saying we'll meet in court? How is that your business? He has not yet even emerged, though. Please take note. Jonathan has not even made an official declaration that I'm going to contest. It is only his supporters who are saying he will contest. So why not wait for the man to officially declare and then you start giving him this unsolicited advice?
Well, is this just an advice? What about the blasting? It's more than the blasting of a rock. Now, let me say this very quickly to Bayo Ononuga. Only yesterday, an Igbo man, a former governor of Ebonyi State and now Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, in the course of eating fresh yam, fresh palm oil, and fresh palm wine, and maybe some anonchi and anongbada, bushmeat, decided to, while munching, castigate Peter Obi. And my reaction to him was, is Peter Obi, even if he's contesting, if he's on the platform of any party, is it the only one that is going to contest? Is it only his party? Why don't you just eat your yam and go? Because it is Onuga. Jonathan has not declared, as you rightly said. Somebody is saying that he has to go. One person that we only hear of when it is the political season. Jerry of all political seasons. Jerry the good boy, Ghana. Now, if he's contesting, he has the right to. But the big question I want to ask the lawyers, the judiciary, if a president is coming to power, the Constitution says he must come with a running mate and a vice president at the end of the day if they win. In the case of infirmity, death, whatever that takes the impeachment and all that, automatically the vice ascends leadership. That does not make the president the person that took the government directly. So it was circumstantial for Jonathan to have become president when Yaradua died. The mandate was not directly his own.
The argument is that he swore.
Yes.
He has sworn
twice. If the law does
not the tenor now. He took an oath.
Yes. Twice. If the law does not permit swearing, why did he swear? It means the Constitution allowed for him to be authenticated through the swearing. If there wasn't supposed to be swearing, how come he was made to swear?
He was made to swear because he must take oath of office before you start.
He must take oath of office.
What the APC people are saying is that what determines the tenure of a man is when he takes oath of office.
Yes.
They are saying that Jonathan has taken oath of office twice, and that has disqualified him.
Well, is it the APC or the law? That is my question.
That's why I'm saying that meeting in court now is a threat, a subtle threat.
Exactly. The way he bragged about it, it's like once an election was held, naturally people who are aggrieved must say something. And the first thing the INEC chairman said was, go to court. Bam. And since then, the court has been given judgment in favor of, the powers that be, or those among the powers that be.
Allegedly.
And so well, I can't hold my neck for him. What I talk to say, true, the fact of the matter is that the bragging by Ononuga is because he has that kind of background. But will that continue to be? Is one reason Nigerians are crying that the judiciary should wake up, because it's been sleeping on a long thing and it has been bashed left, right, and center. Would it remain like that? Rivers is a case study. Many other states, those who even had to have people placeholders even before the election, these are alien, maybe to natural justice, conscience, and even the constitution of the country. Anyway, Bayo has spoken. He has to do his job. But all the idea of talking about, Jonathan brought down the economy of the country and all that. But today, I know that a lot of Nigerians are yearning for a Jonathan all over again. Not necessarily good luck Jonathan, but the era of Jonathan.
I think it's important to also state on record that Tinubu is not afraid of Jonathan. What Tinubu is afraid of is that if Jonathan enters the race, he will split the southern votes and make it impossible, or rather difficult, for Tinubu to win. Tinubu already has the south on lockdown. So Jonathan's entry will spoil market for him. So that's why they don't want him to enter at all. But not that they are afraid that he will beat
politics is about calculations, permutations, and all that. If what the PDP thinks to regain our lost glory is to bring a man like Jonathan by the judiciary, I wonder why a Bayo Nonuga, who is only a spokesperson to the president, a journalist like you and I, even though we are supposed to know a little bit of, everything. That is what our job tells us anyway. But notwithstanding, he can't make pronouncements. For me, the calculation of this really is that they are afraid.
Quickly, before we go on a break, the PDP has responded also to the presidency to say Jonathan is just one of our options. They are still shopping for presidential candidates. The National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Debo, who doubles as the Secretary of the Publicity Secretary of the PDP's National Convention Committee, also said it was too late for the allies of the APC and outside the PDP to stop their convention that is billed for November 15 and 16 in Ibadan. He told reporters in Abuja that the PDP extended deadline for submission of nomination forms so that further consultations can be conducted for states to take final decisions on microzoning of positions. Saying he's neither the spokesperson for Jerry Ghana or Jonathan, he said the comment that Ghana made was strictly private and not a party
Fantastic. That in this government, everything about the electoral law, as faulty as it is, has been defied. Campaign has started a long time ago, even though Yakubu Mahmoud was speaking tongue-in-cheek by saying political parties have started campaigns before the window was open. Has he been able to close it? Everywhere you go, all statements made, east, west, north, is a campaign. I know that political plans are supposed to start the moment the next a government starts, and they plan against the next government or election, but this one is too brazen, and INEC is toothless.